Well, let's bring in Shreen Mahmoud, the CEO for Muslims Connect and World Hijab Day Ambassador here in the UK for the UK. Shreen, thank you very much for speaking to us on TRT World. Now, like I said there, a similar headscarf ban was struck down by Austria's Constitutional Court back in 2019-2020 for specifically targeting Muslims. So what's different this time round?
I think what's happened is they're trying to perhaps change the age range, and what they are implying is it's to save young girls from oppression and patriarchy, which, of course, as Muslim women, as women who choose to cover, we don't accept that narrative.
And the government says that this is about protecting the freedom of girls, or like you point out, that it's about protecting them from oppression. But what are its critics saying? Because is there not a concern here that this law will just fuel anti-Muslim sentiment in the country?
Absolutely. Look, I mean, if we look at the context of Austria itself, it's one of the highest countries which is showing increase in Islamophobia. 71% of Muslims in Austria have reported experiencing racial discrimination and Islamophobia. Now, Islamophobia primary targets are always young girls and women. So, yes, this increases the anti-Muslim sentiment, and it specifically targets young girls. So, as we've seen, there have been incidents all over the world, actually, where women have had their hijabs pulled off. And in reality, the lived experience of any girl, any young woman who is coerced or forced not to wear something or to wear something, this is something that's not in line with human rights or laws protecting an individual. Now, we're very pro-choice about this, and it should be a choice to wear a hijab or not to wear a hijab. And this should not be something that government policies or bans should be happening, because it's encroaching on human rights and faith expression.
The opposition far-right Freedom Party of Austria, Shreen, it says that this doesn't go far enough. How concerned are you by that?
This is very concerning, actually, because as with anything happening in a European country inevitably will also have a knock-on effect everywhere in Europe, also on on UK policy, and in the US as well. When I'm speaking about Islamophobic attacks and incidents, we're talking as recently, after various marches and hate protests by Tommy Robinson and the far right, it has resulted in women being raped. For their racially aggravated, motivated rapes. And this is what we need to understand. We have to be pro-choice. We have to be pro-humanity. A choice to wear a hijab, which is something that Islam, encourages girls to do. It's part of our faith. It means much more to women and girls than people understand. And we hope that women will stand together on this aspect, that it should be pro-choice. When young girls are told that you aren't to wear hijab in schools, they are almost othered, and it's made out to be something that they shouldn't be doing. So again, just as our Jewish brothers wear the kippah, or our Sikh sisters wear the jurra, or the bugs that Sikh brothers wear, this is, again, it's an attack on faiths, to be honest, and specifically, like, this was thrown out because it was very anti-Muslim, and it will only fuel anti-Muslim hatred and attacks on young girls and women.
Shreen, really appreciate your time and your thoughts. Thank you very much for speaking to us on TRT World.
Thank you.